It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Almost ready for tip-off, but first a moment to talk about something that often
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for Toronto right now, the star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jamari Carroll is out there with Scope, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Now, here is Lowry, following the miss by Luis Scola. Here's DeRozan. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Curry with them. Now Valanciunas defending.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Curry kicks to Green. Curry against Lowry. Curry passes to Green. Bogut dishes to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Great open look there.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Toronto on defense. Curry kicks to Thompson. Feeds it to Bogut. It's Curry outside, and the shot is good. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Thompson kicks to Green. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here is Lowry. On the wing, DeRozan. 17-foot shot on the way. Scola, and it's good. One through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And Thompson throws it down.
Did not need two hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Now, here's Lowry. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Barnes against Carroll. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Raptors need to get a shot up. Releases. Raptors get it back. Valanciunas dishes to Scola. That's good. Scola's got 7 points in the game. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Out to Thompson. Launches a three. Another three for Golden State.
That's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can, a rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Warriors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Barbosa passes to Spates. He feeds it to Azili. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Johnson gets the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here is Barbosa. Livingston dishes to Spates. Cannot hit. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Warriors trail by 4. And there's the pass to Barbosa. And the shot is good.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Ross with it. Here's Joseph. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Toronto ahead. They're up by 1. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort.
I mean, we're 5-6 feet outside that three-point line. If I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
We go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Let's go. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set, and it's Spates in at the center position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And the shot is good. Well, the Raptors show they can be a force in offense once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Greg.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push the tempo.
Now, here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Patterson a screen on Thompson. Here's DeRozan. The shot is off. Good D by Thompson. Warriors trail by 3. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Put that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 5.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Joseph kicks to Patterson. Floats one up. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Ross with it, picked up by Thompson. Fires for 3. Ross, that's good. He's got 5.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks, hardly special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity on the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. That's good. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Lowry against Thompson. Outside Lowry. Just 5 to shoot, and it's sent back by Bogut. But they recover it. Scola, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Bogut kicks to Curry. To the inside. The drive by Green, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shot.
To the left side wing. Deep 2 from Carroll. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
You know, one thing I think about with Terrence Ross is he can be all or nothing. His game moves up and down like a roller coaster or an echocardiogram. I mean, he's up, he's way up, and he's down. Look out below.
And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, he didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And on the topic of Lowry, he became only the 3rd Toronto Raptor ever, Clark, to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosh and Vinsanity, the other 2. Lowry also participated in the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Man, he's been outstanding as a point guard.
And a tenacious leader for the Raptors. Yeah. Inside. Whoa!
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Shot misses, and Toronto will go the other way with it. 1:09 left to play here in the half. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. And it's Lowry penetrating. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. And the Raptors lead by 2. The Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Azili. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Raptors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Outside Lowry. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson's shot is off. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Biyombo. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
To the paint. Here's DeRozan. Off the left rim and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And you know, as a player, you're...
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the board. More possession means more scoring opportunities. A few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game...
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One of the stories here, Luis Scola getting it done today.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, fronting, doubling, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Scola out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. DeRozan's shot is good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Curry attacking, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And both free throws good for Curry. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here's Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Bogut. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Rebound by the Raptors.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And DeRozan, here we go, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Spates. Golden State moving it around. Curry gets the bucket.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And the Raptors call time here.
I think you just see some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
The dish to Valanciunas. They set the screen. DeRozan in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Passes it to Lowry. Kicks it to Valanciunas. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Patterson, he's checked in for Scola. Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Carroll dishes to Valanciunas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his post-game. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Joseph with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. And yes, sir, that one drops. Joseph's got his first basket.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Got that one up quick. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season, but really took a step back last year. All of his shooting percentages were down. He exuded confidence, but still at times just could not buy a basket.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Green against Patterson. To the middle. Joseph, the pass to Ross. Dishes it to Joseph. Out left to the wing. This one for three. Patterson can't get it to go. Back to Terrence Ross, Greg. You're talking about him. It's so easy for a young player to lose his way a little after coming on so fast. Clark, I'm not surprised that he's hit a few bumps in the road along the way.
That's part of the development and growth process, Kevin. You've seen it with a lot of guys. His upside, though, is great.
And Joseph kicks to Ross. Pass to Patterson. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. Patterson's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with quick passing.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 10. Kicks it out to Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. 1:03 left in the third quarter. And there's the feed to Ross. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Shot clock at 6. Here's Joseph. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
You can see the emphasis is to get out and run.
Ross with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. 26 seconds left in the third. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. There's a screen. Rebound by the Raptors. Biyombo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And here is Ross. He's got 8. Patterson, the screen. Ross kicks to Joseph. Pulls from the top of the key. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Raptors. They lead by 6. It's the NBA. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Warriors trail by 6. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Spates out there with Draymond Green. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. A 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Carroll dishes to Scola. And he gets the buckets. And the Raptors lead by 5.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Curry. Eyes it again. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Good on both.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. He kicks it to Green. Back to Curry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris. Valanciunas passes to Scola. Back to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Lowry inside the line. The offensive rebound. Scola. That one a little long. Warriors trail by 3. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Cannot hit.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And Thompson throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
That misses off the backboard. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
You're terrible, Golden State!
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in.
Andrew Bogut.
Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Curry gets the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Lowry dishes 2 to Rosen. The shot no good, and Golden State will go the other way with it. And it's Green slapping it down.
Hang time on that rim puts a whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Curry passes to Thompson. Right side Green. Golden State moving it around. Bogut kicks to Thompson. And he slams it one-handed.
Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Bogut dishes to Curry. It's stolen by Valanciunas. To the wing on the left. Carroll No one around him. And again, no good by Toronto. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Barnes.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 5. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. DeRozan against Curry. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. Here's Barnes. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Feeds to Barnes. Knocked loose. Here's Curry. He feeds it to Barnes. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Open shot, Thompson, and dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. They're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And Joseph kicks to Ross. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Johnson from outside. Can't get it to go. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.